Hello guys, welcome back. In the previous video, you understood how to scan the list elements using append function. So in this video, let's try to understand in a different way how we are supposed to scan the elements. So let's take input to be 5. So instead providing all the 5 values in different lines, I'll provide that in a single line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So output would be the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take one more example. So input is 3, output is 1, 2, 3, right? So let's see how we are supposed to do. So there is a common syntax, common piece of code all the time will be used. So this is the one. So list of map of int comma input dot split. So what does this exactly do? Let's try to break down from the inner part and come to the outer. So in the inner side you have input dot split. But what is input? So we know input is nothing but a string. And what does this split functionality do? So split functionality basically that returns a list of strings which are separated by space. So here space is the default thing what we would provide. So let's say here input for the first example where the size is 5, we are taking the values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I take this as an entire string, so I want to separate this by space. So what I'm saying, split functionality returns list of strings which are separated by space. So now if you convert all these things to a list of strings, so you would get that in this respective format. So now input dot split is done. So now what we are supposed to do, we need to do map of int comma input dot split. So already we have the value of input dot split. Now let's try to see what does this map function do. So what does this map do is map actually accepts one more function as the first parameter, and the second parameter all the time should be iterable. So let's take here map. So it is accepting integer. So here we are having some input dot split. So let's provide that. So what does this map do is each and every value from this iterable, it would convert to the integer. So 1 converted to integer, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 values here, what are present, are in the format of strings. Now all these are converted to a integer format. But map actually returns an object. So in object, one by one, if you provide the values, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all these values were placed in some random places. So like we say, this is a map object, what is written by our map function. So now map function is also done. So now what we are supposed to do, the object what is written by our map, we need to convert that respect to object to a list. So let's convert this entire object to a list. So giving us the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the integer values. So this is how list of map of int comma input dot split works. So let's try to see the same in our IDLE and observe. So what I'm trying to say, let's take some string. So I'll take string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I say str1 dot split, so split default accepts space. So if you won't provide also, it would be the same. Even though if you provide space, that would be the same. So we are getting input dot split is nothing but a list of strings. Maybe here if I want to separate it by 3, it would behave in this way. So if I just put provide separator as 3, so you would get until the value 3 as a one string, and after 3 one more string. But so in our respective case, I want to get each and every respective number, so I would do input dot split. So like we got this. So now what do? We are supposed to use map. So what does map accept? Map accept the first thing as a function. So here we are providing integer, and the second value is nothing but iterable. So here we are having our iterable to our list of strings. So map basically returns a map object. So we got the map object. So what we are supposed to do, we need to convert this entire object to a list. So list of map of int comma input dot split. So here directly we took the value 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space, 5. But if I just take the value input from the user, that would work. So let's try to see the same thing in our Visual Studio Code. So let me just comment out these lines of code. So read the value size from the user. So after this, so we'll just write one piece of code. So list one equal to list of map int comma input dot split. So this is how it works. So after this, again the same code would be for printing. So let's just uncomment these two lines. Let's run this with sample input. Here we go. So giving the size 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the elements. So we're getting output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I run this with the size to be 3, elements 10, 20, 30. So getting the output to be 10, 20, 30. So this is the way we are supposed to read the input in a single line. So this is the same practice we'll be following for rest of the entire series. So let's try to learn how do we solve problems in the later upcoming videos. That's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.